Blizzard, please.
It's Lilac Crest, Bridgehead, and Ruins.
Why?
I'm just kidding. I don't actually know.
Okay, I was gonna say. I felt like you were trolling me a little bit there. I wasn't too sure. I was gonna say, remind me when we go to BlizzCon to hunt down Tim Morton so I can give him a bit of a slap if that's gonna be the case. Actually, I don't know if it's him or David Kim. I'll slap them both. I got 2 hands after all. No, I'm just kidding. I love the guys at Blizzard. They've been so nice to us, and they're very good at listening. At any rate, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this best of 3 for the DreamHack Rocket Championship qualifiers. Spawning here on the bottom left side of the map in a brand new best of 3. It's going to be the purple Zerg player, NoRegreT.
The top left as the red Protoss puCK.
So one of the big things to note about the whole Rocket thing, guys, is they've got a brand new mouse coming out. I think it's called the Kova, Rocket Kova. Let me just make sure. Yeah, brand new mouse called the Kova coming out. We'll show you a video of that a little bit later, but we will be raffling one of those off before these qualifiers are done. So we did one for the previous qualifier. We'll do the second one here, and then we'll have one more to place out randomly throughout the rest of our qualifier coverage. So at the end, I will tell you it's going to be at the end of the stream. So if you're going to AFK now, that's totally fine. Come back later, all that good stuff. But we will be raffling off one of those mice a little bit later down the line.
No.
Oh, we have a celebrity in chat.
Do we?
Yeah. A ghost.
Zam?
No, a ghost.
He's a celebrity in our hearts.
No, it's another dead girl.
Oh.
Scarlet, for Scarlet, my god, I'm dead.
Scarlet, your.
Your?
So she wrote.
Well, shout out to Scarlet for the 4-month resub. Hi. Scarlet hasn't been around for like 2 of those 4 months. So Scarlet like super subbed
right?
while being AFK for 2 months. So big love to Scarlet.
We haven't even like talked in like 2 months.
She's been busy, man. She's been busy.
Are you sure?
Good to see Scarlet.
Sure?
No, I'm pretty sure Scarlet's like literally just like lying around the couch all day watching Dota or something. Like, eating some Cheetos.
Wondering about trundling and how to use it more often.
She's like practicing like rolling things down like a hill, like a slight incline. She wants like a doorstop. It just takes like a coin, and that's what she does all day. Look at it trundle.
Oh my god.
Sorry, Scarlet. We love you. I'm looking forward to BlizzCon, and you better be still going. Anyways, for NoRegreT and Solace, NoRegreT and puCK, pardon me, I think this is actually going to be a really nice matchup. NoRegreT says that puCK did veto all the gold-based maps. This is very important when you're playing against NoRegreT. He really likes doing all-ins off those gold bases. So the fact that Ruins of Saras has none, going to be hugely advantageous to puCK. But
yeah.
the map size might not be.
Well, the matchup might not be very good for puCK.
Yeah, it
you know,
depends.
puCK. He has a lot of stuff in his arsenal. So if someone's going to throw out something that's good, it's going to be, you know, puCK. He's pretty good at this game. But he was depending on carrier as just kind of his bread and butter, and that has kind of been neutered with the nerf.
Well, no, that's actually not the thing for puCK, though. Like, we were seeing a lot of it as disruptor plays and other adept moves. So I actually, well, absolutely, yes, we have seen him go carriers. I do think we'll see him do just fine with other tech paths. At the same time, though, I don't know if he practiced much. Because keep in mind, guys, the carrier build change time was like this morning. Or yesterday, midday, sorry. I've just been up for a while, so it feels like morning. But yeah, so it's brand new. And if he didn't do his research, if he didn't look into it, that could hurt a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he is getting a Robo and a Warp Prism. So we're going to add in a 4-gate before he chooses his next tech. Or maybe this is just preparation for third base. He's getting both gases, too. There's a couple of warp-ins. Go straight to that main. Got the nice positions for it on this map.
Well, the warp-in sends down. That is, I guess, you know, that for me is the staple move of puCK. Using the Warp Prism plus the Adepts. Using the Warp Prism plus anything, really. Even in HOTS, he was doing like Warp Prism Colossus builds before most other people were. So
that's true. I mean, the way that puCK did go for carriers was he had like a step-by-step process. He didn't just like run into it like we saw like Harsum do. he had like a very, detailed explanation of how to do it, and it did include going for a couple of disruptors, but usually also a Stargate. He's actually doing a robotics bay behind this. Oh, loses the Warp Prism.
He does lose the Warp Prism, but gets a couple of decent Warp Pins. However, the Adept health being nerfed the way it is means these get cleaned up a lot easier than normal, and that did not do as much damage as I think puCK was intending. And I mean, recognizing that the Lurker Den's coming out, that's great, but that wasn't worth losing so much. Especially because what did he kill for? Because one drone went down.
Yeah, definitely not worth it. And that Warp Prism was really supposed to buy a lot more time. I was going to be like threatening a backstab to NoRegreT as he pushes across the map with lurkers, and now there's no threat. I mean, sure, I guess puCK could have gotten another Warp Prism, but that would have delayed his Immortal or his Disruptor, whatever he was planning on doing.
Yeah, actually, scouting that Lurker Den is going to definitely put emphasis on the Disruptors, because of course you're going to want a couple of Disruptors in general, but more sooner. This army does get caught out in the open. Really bad engagement spot for puCK. You're going to lose everything, including the Observer over here. This is actually borderline game ending.
It is. Warp Prism really messed up.
It done
this Disruptor could get some nice shots to kind of make up for that. But you do have to have 2 Disruptor shots to kill. No, 3. 2. How many Disruptor shots to kill a Lurker?
2.
Okay. That's pretty fun. Anyways, it is 2. So this Disruptor is going to have... Oh, a nice shot on the Lings, almost. But it's really the Lurkers that's the problem.
Yeah, it does take 2 of the Lurkers low enough that the second shot will kill them. But that's like a full 30-second reload he's going to have to wait. So it's 10 more seconds to go. Losing the gateways on the front line is kind of a tough reality, but he did have to yield them. I don't like the Disruptor being on the front lines like this. Very dangerous. But round 2 coming out, so he can start launching this soon.
Oh, there's a pipeline in the mineral line.
Yeah, it's actually doing a great job holding on. Probes are just pulled over to the side.
Disruptor! It's actually being attacked. There it goes.
Lings ran through to the main, so all the probes get pulled from the main and go back to the natural. puCK has lost control of his base at this point, and while the Observer comes out to detect this... Yeah, the Disruptor shot a little bit late to the party.
Ooh, nice one, though. But I think too much damage has been done. Really wrecked his production. I mean, NoRegreT's only on 3 bases, 41 workers.
Yeah, normally we look at the worker count to assess the damage of an attack like this, but you're right, it's the production that got killed. Lots of gateways went down. puCK doesn't... He's going to have more money than he can spend, really, at some point, but until then he's just barely hanging on. And NoRegreT sitting on like a nice mineral bank could easily expand behind this if he'd like.
I kind of like that puCK took a secret base. The other one would have been easy to kill.
I don't know if it's secret so much, just less likely to be scouted. Problem is it does leave it way more exposed.
Not if it's not scouted.
Well, if it's not scouted, then it becomes a secret base.
Yeah. Well, there aren't that many probes to even transfer over there. The main is still relatively healthy, and it's only 45 workers. Eventually, you'll be able to transfer over. Eventually. Oh, just barely gets that warp in. Yeah, maybe wanted to let the Lings leave. I don't know. Oh, he's gonna get them all. Never mind.
However, Lings coming from the other side as well. Disruptor not shooting anything. Bit of a bad spot right now.
Well, there's not a lot of Hydras, and they're not being well protected by those Lings. A couple Lurkers join the fight, though, and that's what's really scary.
I mean, NoRegreT is far from just absolutely dominating puCK, but he is slowly winning this. And each of these lurkers is gonna be harder and harder to deal with. There's one observer, but if that gets sniped by the Hydras, I mean, hell, even if it doesn't get sniped, cleaning these up is not gonna be easy. But the Hydra's clumped up and slow. All right, forget what I said about sniping the observer.
Yeah. Oh, one
actually, it flies on top of the Hydra. Now there's no detection. Why?
puCK! This could be a problem. That Robo might go down. The Lurkers are positioned. They want to snipe it before the Observer can come out. They definitely could if they're focusing it. They're not, though.
I think he's...
Ah! No, the army! It's all trapped!
There we go. Alright, that's probably going to be it for puCK at this point. Without detection, there's no way to deal with the Lurkers. And was it versus True? He lost to 1 Lurker versus NoRegreT. He's going to lose to 4.
Math.
No, math, not even once. Was it you just telling me math is a great weight loss drug?
Yeah, I was actually.
2 plus 2 equals 4.
Yeah, you do so much math, you don't even notice.
It's just like take your current weight minus your ideal weight, so much what you have to lose, boom, math.
I just realized, besides seeing our friend Scarlet in at BlizzCon in a couple of weeks. You're gonna see her like in like a month or two.
Will we?
Potentially. Potentially.
Will? Oh, yes, yes. It's like, what the fuck?
Secrets.
What secret event are we going to that I don't know about? Like, surprise, go to Korea
birthday.
again.
This is for your birthday that happened in July.
Surprise, it's a boot time too. The rebooting.
No, man, it's gonna be in Texas. Hey, y'all, it's about time.
Howdy, y'all. It's about time.
No, the last time it was a gruff guy. Let's do a dainty, like, you know, southern gal.
So we can do like, we get to like go Abathur on Kerrigan and like dress her up in a different way. Like take away the heels, we give her a dress.
Oh, keep the heels, obviously, because that's very important to her fighting ability. It's the best genetic code. Anyways, I'm done.
It
with
helps
that.
her stick her butt out.
Oh my god, that doesn't help.
Oh my gosh, it totally does.
I'm gonna be able to clean this up, and you know,
If you're okay, hold up. No, back up. If you're fighting Rifkin, I don't have to agree with you anymore. I don't have to agree with you anymore, okay? Yeah, the mutants are great. Cool, Zvt. Great, thanks for bringing that up. If you're like me fighting Kerrigan, you're just gonna be like, okay, I want to fight her, but oh, those legs are so gorgeous. Like, and the way
so that's
her,
why Jim didn't kill her.
yeah, exactly. And the way her heels like make her butt stick out.
God, it all makes sense. At the end of Heart Brutal, where he was like, "I'm gonna kill you," and then StarCraft 2 comes along, and suddenly she's like beautiful and sexy with a nice ass, and he's like, "Oh, I can't kill that."
Yeah, Rainer's an ass man, is what it comes down to.
Oh my god.
I identify with Rainer, guys. I can totally understand the story.
Okay. So this game wasn't over until the mutas had no counter. puCK was actually doing well, expanding off to the right without.
Actually, did NoRegreT ever realize? No, he still hasn't scouted those bases. That's actually really bad. But yeah, you're right. Like this is a very small stalker count. Disruptor. No. Actually, disruptors have really cool voices.
Is it a probe instead of a disruptor?
No, it's like the ball of the mothership core.
They took it out.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh, the friendly fire hose.
No, it just goes off in the middle of nowhere. These mutas are going to win the game. The Link flood behind us and the Hydrus is a little too much. And despite the income, the way you use those lurkers, man, wow, great play. I'm going to choose to assume that was positive reinforcement and not salt.
Maybe.
I feel for puCK because it's been so many times where we've been casting him and he runs out of detection and lurkers go wild, and this was another one of those games. But that will be a 1-0 for puCK here in this best of 3. Casting since about 3 a.m.
Oh, I just realized what my thing sounded like.
What thing?
The secret. Because something else is happening in December.
Oh, what's happening in December?
Home Story Cup?
Ah. Yeah, we're not going to Home Story Cup. I was going to put that out there. We're not going to Home Story Cup. We're going to go to ads. I'll see you guys in 2 minutes.